It's time now for us to talk entertainment, Nollywood in particular. I have here with me Stan Nze, an actor. Thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
Are you something else besides an actor? Because people seem to have a lot of parts.
No, man. The hustle is real. Most recently, I started producing.
Okay.
But on the side, I do voiceover. I run an academy for children. Like kids management, kid actors and stuff. So yeah, that brings, money on the side, small.
Okay.
So,
how long have you been acting for? Let's start with that.
Well, whenever people have asked me this question recently so much,
because it was also hard for me to place when I was trying to do some research about you. I mean, I wasn't sure exactly when
exactly. We as actors, we take the dates we're not too far, so that it doesn't look like this, and I never blow. So yeah. And when I think of my dates, people I don't turn veterans. Professionally, I started acting in 2009.
Okay.
That's the first time I had anything screen. Had my first screen appearance, a job called Private Sector, sometime in 2009, I think May, precisely before my birthday. So yeah.
So have you been consistent since then, or you would take
very quiet. Okay, well, 2009 I was on IT then, so I was pretty much still in school. So IT gave me time to do a couple of jobs. So I did a couple of jobs that year. 2010 I took a break to go back to school. Like I finished IT, I had to go back to school. But I did some things, off and on from school. But 2011 I came back fully into the industry when I finished.
And then you became a part of Tinsel.
Yeah, in the same year I finished, 2011 actually.
Was that the...
Yes, at the time.
Trigger for
for us actors, there's always a phase.
Yeah.
There's a phase where you just need people to recognize you with something, but that might not be able to sustain you for a long period. So you need something else. So yeah, after 2011, that was the thing. People, even till now, a couple of people that still see me and say, "Oh, I know you from Tinsel." So yeah, Tinsel is still very relevant in my career. Yeah. But most recently, maybe I would like to think that the major break for me would be Just Not Married.
Okay.
I shot last year. It was in the cinema sometime in May this year.
Okay.
Yeah. So that should be.
I was going to talk about that. How did you become a part of that? Because it did get quite a buzz.
Yes, it did. Now, Just Not Married I cannot really explain it. Well, the producer, Judith Awudu, I have a relationship, some sort of relationship with her. I did a movie.
Are we going there?
I know, right? I did this film called Yes, I Don't with her. I think it's still in the cinemas now. It was done by Kingdom Africa. Yeah, so we did that, and when you see, I always tell actors that it's not. I always used to think that my big break will come from the Conla for Lions, the Mildred. I still hope to work with the big names, but sometimes it might just be a relationship you made some time ago, and someone is scripting something and they have you in mind. Yeah. So she said she got a script, and the first person she thought about was Stan Nze. And so there was never an audition. I didn't have to read anything. She just said, the only person I was seeing was you. So she used me to cast for everyone. So I think it's the place of relationship and favor. Because she has a relationship with, of course, if you know Judith Awudu, she knows practically every actor. So I wouldn't say just relationship. I think maybe favor had a big role to play in that.
Yeah. So how many movies have you done? I mean, not necessarily knowing a specific number. On the average.
I probably need to look at my filmography to know right now, because I've probably not updated in a while, but maybe movies, because I've been doing movies and series. Okay. I interchange that. So maybe in all projects, maybe about 15 to 20 projects.
Yeah, I asked that because I think you seemed very conservative with the kind of work you choose, and I find that very interesting, because you find that most actors sometimes are not. There are two sides to the story. People say, okay, you need to work a lot more so that your face gets out there. There are people also say, okay, no, you need to choose what it is you work so that your profile is clean and sort of, what path are you on? Because I mean, most of the biggest names in Hollywood today have done a lot of work. Yeah. And a lot of good work. So let's not even knock that, but they've done a lot of work. So why, 15 is not small.
Small, yeah.
By a lot of standards. But we know the industry we are in. You would have expected more. Exactly. So do you think
for me, I didn't think... I'm not actually, of course, every actor wants to get on good projects. Yeah. You want to do those projects that people will recognize, people will love, good scripts and stuff. But there's also a balance, 2014, I went down to Asaba and I did the regular films. And I know the likes of Mildred always say, you cannot do without those films. Yeah. Those are the things that increase our fan base. Now I know particularly one, Father Monso, just that normal, the normal film.
I like the name of the movie already.
It's that Bob Marley Doku, Zakoji, Ken Eriks and myself. And the buzz was huge. Over there, everybody just wanted to have a taste of it. So my fan base grew by 200% just because I did one film.
Yeah.
Now, it's also good to do the whole cinema stuff. And of course, we'll do red carpets, not picture. Sometimes we beg people go to the cinema and watch. You know, so for me, I always want to strike a balance. Yeah, even if I'm doing, I always believe I make a difference in every project I come on. Now, I'm not going to just jump on any project, but if the project comes, I need it. Even if it's not as good as I want it, I would do my best to make sure it works out. So for me, it's project is project.
So you're a believer in the need for the balance of Lagos and Asaba?
Yeah, very, very, very necessary. Very necessary, because one pays the bills, one makes others take you seriously as an actor. You know, filmmakers see, oh, I'm looking for Stanley's work. They will probably not go to Asaba films. They will go to these films. But how long? So I believe in that balance.
You mentioned bills then. I want to talk about that now, because the way Nollywood is run now, do you think it's sustainable? Because, I mean, I do have a few actor friends, and I've heard complaints about, what we get paid, you know, and which is why you tend to do a lot of films eventually, because you need to. I mean, you have, like you said, you have bills to pay. The way it's run now, do you think it's sustainable? And what are we doing wrong to not bring in enough money into the industry yet?
Well, first of all, I always say there's no need for that dichotomy, you know, the whole Asaba thing.
I wish there wasn't.
Well, yeah, the whole, I'm a cinema actor, new Nollywood, old Nollywood, I don't care. I am an actor. Yeah. So what we need is unity. We need the market from that place, and we need content from here. So we need to see this brilliant content that go to the cinema get to mainstream, because most times the regular market woman does not see it. You know, that boy in Ajegune never gets to see those, you know, high-class films that went to the cinema, because not everybody will be able to afford a 1,500. Even sometimes when these films eventually come to DVDs, they don't put them on the regular VCDs. Yeah. The DVDs are probably sold for between 500 to 1,000.
Which is still above what they would pay for anything.
So they might never get to see those films. So what we need is a balance. We need that market, and that market needs this content.
Is it possible? Do you see it happening?
We are all in this industry. We can make it happen. All we need to is dialogue. Bring these people from Asaba. Okay, this is it. You guys have this market you're looking for. It's pride. I think it's just a pride thing. I beg, make I show my film for cinema and forget them. You know, but those people have the market you're looking for. They probably don't have, you know, the content you Nigerians want to see. Yeah. So there has to be some sort. I don't know how it will happen, but that's one thing I'm, you know, envisaging. That's one thing I'm always clamoring for. We need to come together. Unity.
Are you happy with where your career is right now? I mean, probably when you started in 2009, when you looked at 2016, where you are now, was that where you thought you would be?
Okay, you know when we, honestly, you know when we project this vision, when we project these goals, maybe more, I expected more from my career, but I'm not regretting where I am right now, because of course, you know, a couple of things have come that I'm really grateful about, you know, so maybe not where I was meant to be, but I'm really, you know, I'm okay with where I am right now. I want more, but where I am is, you know,
when you talk about more, what exactly?
I want to do bigger projects. Okay. You know, I want to get on, you know, those big projects, because, you know, of course, our industry, there are projects if you never get on some kind of project, you might never get to work with some kind of people. Yeah. You know, so good thing I've been on Just Not Married. So a couple of people, apart from Just Not Married, I had a movie in this, it was a short film, The Encounter, you know, that had Trinio Studios, directed by Tolu Ajayi. It was one of the films that made people to start taking me seriously as an actor. Before then, it used to just be comedy. My character on Tinsel is comedy. I did a lot of sitcoms. So when they say, that guy, that stupid guy. So it was difficult and comedy for me was difficult. It's difficult. It's just that
you got boxed into it.
Yes, and I did it well. So somehow they felt that's what I was good at. So I needed drama. I needed something to prove that. So Encounter did that for me. Yeah. So after then, people started saying, "Oh, you're a great actor. Actually, I didn't know you could do this." You know. So I want to do better projects. I want to do bigger projects. I want to have more box office projects. You know, as an actor, you want to be a working actor, man. Yeah. You don't want to have to stay 2 weeks at home and you're wondering, what am I doing at home? So you want to have to, you know, keep working. So that's what I'm hoping.
You are where you wanted to be. You of course, you gave me your answer, but you find that a lot of people tend to be able to push their careers, you know, with their personal lives. Okay. So they put out a lot of drama, and it happens a lot in Nollywood, in music, in entertainment generally, where there's a lot of flash in the personal side of things, which then makes you this popular person, and then brings some other money from endorsements and all of that. Stuff, you seem very private, and is that a conscious decision, or is not something you have actively thought about?
Well, maybe I want it to be so, because I don't think let my work be my work, let my private life be my private life. Probably when I get all this management and say, "You Stan, you need to do something that will buzz." Maybe I might think of doing some crazy thing. Maybe then, but right now the Stan is.
But isn't it now that you probably need it
so that you can blow faster? I know, right? See, good work is good work. I know there's so much competition in the industry now, so you need to probably do an extra, to make it in this industry. Yeah. But I always believe in the place of favor. I might not be doing anything differently from what others are doing, but there's just something upon my life, that oil, that just makes the difference. That just makes everybody want to look at you, at a certain time. So yeah, that's what I believe in.
Interesting. Are you in a relationship?
No, not at the moment.
Why not?
Because I'm not ready to get married.
But you don't have to be marrying the person you're in a relationship.
Well, yeah, I know, because I've always been of the school of thought that if I'm going to date you right now, it has to be a serious relationship.
Yeah, so you could be in a serious relationship. Are you in a serious relationship?
No, right now, nothing.
So you don't have any plans for marriage at all?
Yeah, I do, but maybe in under 2-3 years.
2-year relationship is...
no, it's too long ago. It's too long.
Really?
Yeah, maybe like a year.
Really?
Yeah. But the thing is, I always believe in friendship. So I have friends that I look this person, I'm not so I go feel marry this person, This one you go walk, this one you go walk. So I have a couple of people in mind, but it's not like, we're gonna get married. Yeah. So there are people I just have penned down that. Yeah.
So you're consciously not in a relationship, not because you haven't seen someone.
Yeah, I'm consciously not because I'm not ready.
That's very interesting.
So I'm not gonna go waste their time. So if there's some interesting guy there, So that there's sometimes you just hear people go, they block your way. So I don't want.
But you get a lot of female attention. I would
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Of course, entertainment and fame comes with attention, both from the male and female folks. People just want to be around you. People just want to have a relationship with you. So it's.
Would you date someone in your industry?
Yes, pretty much.
Would you marry someone in your industry?
Yes, I would.
Really?
Yeah, because madam understand. When you you're doing something and the other person really understands what you're doing. Because sometimes it's hard for me to even understand how people outside the industry get married to people in the industry, because these guys would do crazy things that you might not even understand. For instance, you have to do roles where you might probably have to kiss on set.
Yeah.
How would the other party take it? So I don't understand. But person who do my industry.
So you prefer to marry someone?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
I have a big feeling. If not acting, maybe a model, maybe
But someone in the circle.
Yeah, someone in the circle. Radio.
Off the top of your head, who comes to mind? It doesn't have to be someone you will marry, but who?
Adesua told me.
Adesua, I hope you're watching.
I'm sure she said that like 5-6 times from me already.
Have you done a movie with her?
No, I haven't. But people just think we have. We auditioned for a film called La Femme Manjola.
Okay.
They've not shot yet, Mildred Oko. And somehow, there's this sort of chemistry. And if you know a Mildred, her audition did say they shoot the film. So yeah, it just feels like, we've worked before, but we haven't actually.
Interesting. Adesua, come on. She hasn't been on this show. She come right? A few questions about Stan and see what she has to say. Going forward now, you have a couple of projects I want to believe that are coming up.
Yeah. I just shot a film, Colorless. It's my own film.
Colorless.
Oh
yeah, you said you're a producer now.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It stars Anne and Jamanze, myself.
Anne is amazing.
Amazing.
Anne is a brilliant actor.
She's just a breath of fresh air.
It's unbelievable how good
she's just a breath of fresh air. So yeah, it has Chris Okabwe, Judith Awudu, Gregory Ojefua, Blessing Onkwe, Oderoji, a couple of, budding actors that brilliant actors.
Why did you produce?
Well, producing for me happened, it wasn't planned. I produced my first film last year, Bad Drop. Now, a friend of mine that was in Scotland at the time wanted to do a film and he wanted to use me. So he sent me a script. And I thought, okay, I'm very particular about scripts, especially when I have a relationship with a person. So I can say, let's do this to the script, let's do that. And I said, let me get you a better script. And then we came up with Bad Drop. Now, I'd put in so much creativity into the work that I felt like, okay, I should be part of it, making it. And I said, okay, what would it take? Let me put in some money. So I got some money together. And Bad Drop was made. So Colorless for me is a way of sustaining that. You want to reinvest instead of just having the money there. So yeah, right. I said, and then it helps me tell the kind of stories I want to tell.
Yeah. So when is it coming out? Do you know?
It will be in this cinemas in December, 9th of December.
All right. December 9th, Colorless.
Yes, Colorless.
By Stan Nze. who is looking for a this white Tommy.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
Thank you for
It's a
having
pleasure.
me.
Thanks for being here. Well, like I always say, you can follow the conversation on Twitter. WhyNigerTV is the handle. The hashtag to follow is Rubbin Minds. You can also visit the website whyniger.tv. Remember, you've never seen people talk like this before. I'll see you next week.